because you know it's bad enough that you 8-8 on a rush and you get tagged down pretty heavily, but now you get slowed as well, so that's really tough. Now we get to see here pistol round.
Yes, and it looks like mousesports are hoarding and grouping up towards the B bomb site, and actually there is a Molotov on AC and a couple of grenades as well, so one of them is going to rain out here. Does actually do an insane amount of damage. Legia almost dead. AC, well, he gets a shot to the face on Chris J, and now mousesports are stuck up here.
Yeah, they're going to try and take this fight as well, but it's going to be setting it up for
the
Dupree.
bomb is at A.
And this is something that mousesports do. This is a mousesports play here, but Dignitas as well. They haven't seen the bomb yet, so they don't rotate the man off. And actually, that buys enough time for Dupree to flank his way in there and stop Alu from getting on that site. Now, Michaelele, 1v5, he just gets caught. And actually, Dupree comes hunting for him. With the CZ75, he picks up 3 kills.
If that had worked out, it would have been miraculous. But what actually happened was kind of more the equivalent of going all in poker with a 2-7 suit offhand or something like that.
Yeah,
just like different suits and 2-7, and you just push all your chips in, and the other guy just calls it straight away, and you just lose all your chips. I think that's basically what mousesports just did. Very sad. Very sad.
Look at this though. Fetish is gonna. It looks like Fetish is gonna be our point man opera here for Dignitas.
Yeah, which is actually what he does on Mirage. Almost every other map, it'll be Device picking it up, but on this particular map, and on Nuke, it's Fetish who's in charge of it. Yeah, so that's what it is.
Alu waking up. He manages to get 2 kills. It's going to be Sipnix taking a fight here. Top mid, Legia is down, but we're into a 2-on-2 now. mousesports, off the back of Alu and that CZ, have actually opened everything up here.
They have so much time to work with, which is very interesting. I mean, they can kind of just use Alu as a tool in the middle of the map and see if Dignitas are going to rotate around. I mean, if he just waits here, this is a good idea.
This is brilliant, and they are, in fact, rotating over to the B side. Tabson is way ahead right now. He's going to be able to get this bomb plan out. And the question now, I mean, look at Fetish. I mean, he's trying to work his way in here through the B apartments, but Sipnix walks right into Alu, and there's going to be a free kill. Alu's going to be able to pick up a rifle as well.
Yeah, really good job from mousesports. Smart thinking here. This grenade could actually kill, well, either one. So Fetish, he's not using it right now. Just going to be walking in, and Tabson is there for the kill. Alu with the triple, and mousesports, they win the eco round with rifle with some armor as well. That's just very cool. Nicely done from the terrorist side.
Alu, man. Alu coming in with 2 huge frags. And it looks like we're going to be in for another pause here, guys, but it's a 1-1. And now Dignitas, I mean, they've just lost the second round. They're slaughtered. They could potentially have to eco for 2 rounds running now. I mean, this is double eco territory, although Fetish did hold on. Like, Fetish only going with the USP, right? So he potentially has enough. I mean, he has around 4K right now. So maybe not double eco. Maybe they try and eke out a buy right now, Dignitas.
But Vendetta would have been upset, right? Because what if Fetish didn't have a USP? What if it had a scout or a FAMAS in the middle?
Anything at all.
Yeah, anything at all.
An SMG. Buy an ump if you want to just, skimp. If you want to skimp a little bit, now you have that option, actually, because of the armor pen, to be able to actually go for an SMG on the cheap. So a bit better than a pistol. And, you still get that AWP fast. And if you get a couple of kills with an ump, $600 in your pocket each kill, that's not too shabby. So, yeah, there's a lot of things you can look at now, especially such a big patch coming out. And a lot of people getting really excited about it. So it's cool to see, things coming through here, especially leading up to the next major that's just been announced. I mean, DreamHack Winter, it's like 2 months away. And our next major is right here, Anders. This is sick. I'm so glad that, it was announced so early, because now the teams, they have this now to prepare for. They know, okay, it's going to be these maps, and we have all the time now to adjust to this patch and perhaps, work around this.
Yeah. And I mean, I've heard frustration for at least from a couple of different teams saying, when do we know if it's going to be? Because it's going to be on everyone's lips. Everyone's just been assuming that that's probably what will happen, but it's a different thing once you hear the announcement. So I think there's just a general feeling of relief. I mean, in the community at large, but also amongst the pro players. I'm pretty sure people are pretty excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
What would be really cool is if, like, in a month from now, we already knew what the major following that would be. That would be an upgrade if we could see that far into the future.
See what 2015 has to offer.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be cool.
I mean, March, Katowice, that could be right around the corner. But again, that's like 4 months wait.
It feels likely, right? It feels very likely that could be happening, but we don't know.
What I'm really happy about now, though, is that potentially this could mean that iBuyPower Cloud9, if they have the travel support to come over here and actually boot camp, they could be here boot camping for what, like a month and a half now. With this announcement, basically, it means that, hell, 2 weeks from now, we could have the 2 top NA teams rolling in and just boot camping, getting prepped up for DreamHack.
Yeah, it definitely could.
That would be just incredible. So sick to see. For them to have the time here to be able to participate, even in all 9 leagues.
come join us, American friends.
Come
it
on.
would be enjoyable.
Well, you know,
I have place at a room in my place for at least Hiko. He can come stay. I do miss him.
Hiko, yeah, I saw you tweeting it the other day, like, when are you coming back, man?
Yeah, return Hiko.
The Hiko, bro.
Either that, or I'm gonna have to go and visit them. That would also be nice.
Yeah,
I'd like that because I
You
think
would like that as
ESCA
well.
did move their schedule to finish their land sometime in December. So that's a really good decision actually from ESCA's point of view.
But also, I mean, hell, it's starting to get cold over here.
Yeah.
You know, head over to San Diego, hang out with Nothing for a little bit, right? San Diego, nice and warm, good weather.
Yeah.
He's got a hot tub.
That's true. That looked really comfortable.
Feels like that would be a good time. But it looks like we have a stand-in here for Team Dignitas.
Yes, STFN. I'm guessing that's Stefan. It could be. I'm not sure who that stand-in is, but he's got a Dignitas tag. Actually, I am wondering if this is their manager playing. Who is
It is.
Yeah, 3K2. So that could, their coach, manager, former Source player, big name in the Danish scene back in the day, and now doing good work managing the team here. Now also standing in apparently, but they only have pistols. Kind of hard for him to have much of an impact here, and well, Fetish is in the kitchen.
It's a bit of a brutal start, right? You know, like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we need you to stand in. Oh, by the way, we're ecoing versus rifles. Have fun.
Yeah, do your best here. Oh, Dupree's gonna catch Alu. That's actually pretty good. If Device could do the same, and it looks like he's almost able to. No, Tamsin's gonna pick him off. He was coming through the connector, so no chance there. And now they're hunting, looking for a slice of Dupree.
Pre-fire going in here, so Dupree now knows at least that there's a couple guys, or one guy over on the A site. He's going to be able to hold on to this rifle, so this is a big save. And talking about that money that Fetish has held on to as well, they could potentially force. I would be happier to see them not. I really would be happier to see them not. I mean,
yeah, glass cannon up on Fetish. I was just about to say that's exactly what they need to do, just because it's so crazy. You know, it's like a force buy worthy of Hellraisers almost.
It is. I don't know. You couldn't afford to give away an extra round to mousesports, especially since it's so early in the half. You could afford to give away an extra round for mousesports and just guarantee that you have all of the money with all of the nades and all the gear basically on Dignitas' side. And so here they decide to play it risky.
Yeah, Fetish though will open up, and AC's here with the Mag 7. He's going to delay the jump for a little bit. He misses the shot, and now coming back into it, they're going to take him down. And, well, 3K2 is going to fall as well to Mike Hillele. Fetish with a second kill with the AWP, and the bomb is already planted, and these smokes are really doing wonders for mousesports. How are Dignitas going to bring it back in, especially because Device is really far away. Dupree's up here, sure, but Device is only just coming in from Catwalk, so they're running out of time really quick here. It's going to be, should be a free kill there coming in, but somehow Legia stays alive forever and ever.
How is that possible? Michael Lille is going to get 2 kills at the end. Fetish and Dupree both gone. It's going to be Device on short, who did manage to pick up a frag. Or he did not, actually.
Oh, that's Dupree. No, actually, it wasn't even a Fetish who actually jumped in from kitchen, I think, with the USP to save the day. But that was a big misplay there coming out from Dupree, unfortunately. Device is going to pick up a frag at the very end. But the fact is that if Dupree gets that kill immediately, it allows, probably the full focus is going to be on Dupree. And that means Device can start getting in from Catwalk as well. And also AC just barely missing that shot. That's so close.
That's painful.
So our
You're
mousesports winning a third round, and Dignitas, they save the AK, but everyone else is ecoing, and
So they're going to give away another round now. That's the scary thing. I mean, that's the gamble that they go for.
Yeah.
You know, going for that early buy, it could have worked. Dupree with a huge opportunity that just didn't pay off. Chris J's got the AWP here for mousesports, though, so I know that warms the cockles of your heart, Anders.
Yeah.
Where's the shot?
They've got to be careful to check this corner. 3K2 is right here, and he's going to be peeking up really quick here with the USPS, but he can't land enough damage for it to really pay off, and Fetish is going to go down too. So, question is, do they want to commit this AK to actually trying to take some kills, or should they just run away with it? And I'm more for the running away.
Yeah, hold on to the gun. Save it for the next round. You'll be able to drop for your mate. Basically, you can just hand this AK or an M4 over to a teammate who won't be able to afford full nades, for example.
What is AC covering right now?
AC's
down in
making
CT.
sure. I mean, is he just making sure that there isn't going to be a flank?
I think he's like scratching his, I don't know, thigh or something, because he's not moving his mouse. Just walking back. So yeah, they're going to save the AK. Mousesports choose a different route to get out of the bomb site with, so not any extra kills, not yet anyway. Dupree trying his best, but he's not going to be able to take down Michael Lille. So that's going to be a 4th round for Mousesports. And Dignitas kind of just have to pretend at this point that they lost the pistol. And, you know, maybe they got one round, then they lost another round. You know, they have to mentally forget about the fact that they kind of, you know, screwed up a little bit in the beginning here. Try and get back into it.
That's what exactly, and with the stand-in to boot, it is a bit tricky. And mousesports, you know, we were talking about it. You know, a full roster for Dignitas, a full roster that is. You know, we put them ahead of mousesports, but with mousesports now having the experience on this map and clearly having ideas in mind as to what they want to do, Dignitas pauses having a stand-in. It's going to be a difficult fight for them to come back into this in a meaningful way, especially after going for force buy sorts of things. You know, force buys and those sorts of situations. That's why I was kind of surprised. I'm like, doesn't feel like that's exactly the go-to. I mean, feels like maybe a Dignitas a little under pressure there.
I think the fact is that it was like seconds away from working essentially because Fetish got those 2 opening frags with the AWP. So it's like it should have probably worked, but then AC missed the Max 7 shot, Dupree missed the free kill essentially on Legia, and then the round fell apart. I mean, I think that's it still was like a decent idea, but it is a risk, and this time it just didn't pay off for them. But I mean, I don't know. I still think it's still pretty early in the first half, so I don't think Dignitas are like super scared yet.
Dignitas could work with 9-6.
Yeah, they could.
That's the thing. They could let mousesports get up to 6 rounds and still probably feel all right with the situation. I feel like if it gets past that point, that's when we start getting into danger town. Because mousesports as well. I mean, mousesports, you know, we talk about it at the beginning of this game. Alu and Chris J, you've got that double op potential there. They could really mess with Dignitas. I mean, Dignitas are going to know that could be a standard play, obviously, because that's kind of mousesports' bag. That's always been their thing, where it's like, you know, double op is ours, right? When Titan did it, you know, they were kind of miffed. They were like, but we're the double op team, you know, that's our thing. You know, you can't come in here and do that too. Now, do Dignitas manage to adjust in time? Not sure what's going on right now, guys. So it seems like we have another pause on the, you know, that's happening. But
more people having issues. I mean, AC was not moving his mouse at the end, so maybe he.
I was about to say like he's probably eating some pizza or something. You know, he's like getting some food. Pizza would be pretty good right now.
I make that as well. Homemade pizza.
Yeah, you do. You're telling me.
Much better than actual, you know, pizza from a shop.
The cast iron pizza. Oh no, that was apparently a friend. He what he does is he'll make it with the oven. He'll make the homemade pizza, but he'll heat a cast iron skillet. He just puts it there on the stove, heats it up till it's whistling, and then he'll turn it over, put it in the oven, and put the pizza on the cast iron skillet. So basically, you have the even where it's like the oven that's heating it from the top, and then the cast iron skillet is cooking it from the bottom, and it just does it like, you know, a couple minutes. Put the pizza in there, it's cooked, you take it out, and it's delicious. So maybe
that's pretty advanced.
If you've got a cast iron skillet at home and you want to try it, there you go.
All right. Well, there's always, I mean, it's always room for experiments like that. Good fun. Chris, definitely a little bit weird. It looked like he didn't do the flick. He just kind of halfway did it. I'm wondering if he actually bumped his hand into something on his keyboard or, you know, on his mouse pad, because that definitely didn't look right. Well, Device is waiting at a really good angle here. Legia, I think he's going to have a really hard time doing this, especially when he's not even looking. Should have paid more attention in preschool, you know, cross the road and all that stuff, look both ways. And one way he didn't even have to look because there was a wall. He could have just looked the other way and it would have been great. Bomb is actually gifted straight onto Sipnix, and the mouse one, well, it works really well for him. But 3K2 did come in with the kill here. It's the manager playing, the guy called STFN with a smiley face or some sort in the middle is actually the Dignitas manager, former Source Pro.
Yep. Got a lot of history there, actually, but he's doing great things for the team. Making sure that
always traveling with them and everything.
There. Yeah, exactly. He's always there. He's got the team's back. And it looks like Sipnix is back now to replace AC. So that's what happened during that break. At least Dignitas right now managing to do to get something done. In fact, they turn it around and pick up a second round. So now mousesports are the ones going for the double AWP, but on the T side. And does he put the shot through the wall there? I was wondering, because you can wallbang that position.
He thought about it.
He did think about it for a second. But then, you know, give away your position as well if you don't get the kill.
What's really interesting is that actually both the orbs are working towards this A bomb site. One is apartments, one is on slope. So they're really, if they're trying to cover as big an angle into the bomb site as they can, so that if anyone from Dignitas decided to go for a peek anywhere, it's a bigger chance they'd get picked off by one or the other. But it's going to be Fetish taking down Alu, in fact. And Alu missed the shot entirely. So now Chris, the other orb remaining, tries to get Dupree. It doesn't succeed, and now they're going to go for a bit of a crunch play. Only one guy coming up from middle, so 3 of them coming in here, and already Chris opening up, but he's going to get taken down. Fetish with a kill on Michael, who's coming in from the middle. So now this is not a good push from mousesports any longer. The Molotov does help to fall Dupree out, and that works a little bit. Still leaves Legia alone in an almost unwinnable 1-on-3. Some great spray comes through, and actually, with the time left here, he can pick up the bomb and get the bomb down. This is now doable. Insane play from Legia, taking that fight against all 3 of them, basically.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, he almost gets the spray control onto Stefan as well. That was some sick control, and now Legia, he takes out Sipnix, who jumps the gun, doesn't wait for his mate to get into position, and he just wants to draw the attention over here. Make it so that Legia is thinking, okay, it's going to be connector now from this guy. I just picked off the guy in CT, and he's not going to be looking at the right way, but then he turns around, he sees it coming, he's in the corner, but Stefan gets the headshot.
All right, Mr. Manager, stepping it up. They need to put him on the payroll on the team as well. Yeah, so he was actually playing that. There's a bit of a long con just from the very beginning, deciding to rotate all the way around. It looked like Legia had the angle, but just couldn't pick it up. Tabson has enough of a bank to be able to drop for Alu here, so mousesports will still be buying, but apparently other people are still having issues.
He could potentially drop an AWP as well and not really suffer too much from it.
True.
So there's that option still for mousesports.
That was almost a 1-on-3 from Legia, though.
Yeah, that was really nice. The second one, the spray control, dropping him down to 3 HP through the smoke. That was so close.
And the thing is, if it had been the type of 1-on-3 where they had sort of, like he had picked them off one at a time, it would have been a little bit less impressive. But the fact that he jumped over and just started, fighting all of them, basically.
He was just like, come at me!
Yeah. I mean, he got the first kill almost instantly, and then the second guy was running away, and then the smoke helped him to pick up the bomb. It's just a lot of stuff working for Legia. Kind of cool.
Yeah, no, really impressive. I mean, just really, that's the kind of play that we enjoy to see as well, because it's that kind of play, that heroic play, right, that can just turn the tide. And it's also the kind of play that can really just fire up your team behind it as well. I mean, you pull off a 1v3 clutch, you get in their face, and you just say, okay, guys, look, I can do it, 1v3. The rest of your team, they follow suit, and then all of a sudden you've got a successful first half. But right now, Dignitas are just holding them back from that. They need a couple more rounds, mousesports, basically, to say, like, okay, we did everything we came to do in this first half. We're looking good. Whereas Dignitas, they're starting to slowly but surely get more and more control.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's a little bit unfortunate that the players are having some issues, but I mean, at least it seems like they're resolving them pretty quickly, so we'll see. It is Fetish who has stolen Chris J's AWP and trying to use it against them, but Chris has bought one of his own, so that's good news. 4-3 being the scoreline here, and Dignitas trying to recover from the initial mistake they made in the second round, where they ended up losing to pistols and armor.
I like this play here by Fetish as well. A little smoke there to stop off underpass. Takes a peek up top mid. Doesn't see anybody, but he has to be worried. Or he has to, be aware that that smoke is going to clear. And he turns around in time to be able to potentially pick off Michael, who's lurking, just looking for that window position. Dupree is about to walk into this as well, and Michael walks away just as he gets in there.
Oh. Bit of a pre-fire there from Michael. Actually gives up his position, and the follow-up grenade. Still some decent damage being put out here onto the Dignitas team. Michael taking a little bit less than he gave out. Chris will open up onto AC, which leaves only the one person defending the B bomb side, and he's actually walking out the wrong way here. So 3K2's got to somehow get back into the site here, otherwise it could end up horrible for them. Dupree, but they would have had a nice crossfire here if they'd had the guy in apartments. Dupree's about to get shot in the side of the head as well. Tabson coming in and will take him down.
Yeah, that's him hearing the steps there. And now Fetish has to rotate in, but yeah, exactly. Stephanie drops the bomb carrier exactly up in B apartments. 2-on-3 situation, and now all of a sudden things are about to get hairy. He even has the smoke. There's only 10 seconds left on this clock. He can actually stay alive. If he stays alive in this position, he's won the round.
Yeah, inside the bomb site, they have another guy living. Yeah, so there's nothing they can do anymore. Oh, God. Does it turn out that 3-2K is actually a genius? Did he see this coming somehow? Fetish picks up the last kill as well. That's a triple, and Dignitas steal around that they absolutely should not have been able to steal. That is so absurd. If they choose any other route for the bomb, they just outright win that round, get up to 5 and start celebrating. But now, what the hell do we just see?
That was perfectly done there by Stefan. You can be sure. I mean, once he puts out that smoke and sees the time, he's just grinning. He's just sitting there being like, yep, okay then. So long as I stop them from pushing through here, we've got this round in the bag. And Alu gets killed after the clock ticks down as well. Chris J, despite getting the headshot on Fetish, he will get taken out. Team Dignitas managing to recover somewhat. Michael will get the drop on Icy, but then it's just the crossfire striking from above. But that was a real brutal round there for mousesports. And now Alu, he has enough for an AK and Kevlar, and that's what he does. So it's going to be a buy round here for mousesports.
I'd pay at least maybe one of these crates of Red Bulls we have here at the office to get an interview and figure out whether or not 3K2 actually saw that coming. If he thought they're probably going to take this bomb this way. If he did that, and that's not even impossible. I mean, it could have been just plain luck. It could have been just like, you know, luck of the draw. He ended up in the right position. But if he really saw that coming, that's so cool. That's the kind of stuff that makes Counter-Strike a really cool game. And somehow AC gets the kill on Tabson. Oh, what is going on, mousesports?
On Tabson as well, who played so well on both maps tonight. Na'Vi versus Na'Vi, and on the first map of Overpass as well. Tabson was the point man, but this time around, he drops the ball, and AC will manage to turn that into a one-for-one trade situation when it should have just been an entry frag for mousesports.
Yeah, and that's still not that bad. I mean, they also did damage to Michaelele, who's down to 44, and now Dupree's here with the auto sniper banging through and actually does tag Legia. Grenade follow-up, not doing too much, but Fetish is here, gets an easy kill on Alu. And now, yeah, the Scar 20 is back in action, and Fetish is there on the other side. They're just getting picked apart here by these scoped rifles, and they're being backstabbed as well, so even if they don't get that kill in there, it was already being flanked around. 6-4, and that's 5 rounds in a row here for Team Dignitas and mousesports. They could buy 4 AKs and 1 Galil, but they would have almost no grenades, and I think that's actually the main reason why they don't here. They would have had almost no smokes.
Yeah, they still have plenty of time in this half as well, though, to get those rounds, to get like the last 2 rounds if they want them. I mean, get up 5-6 rounds is what they're aiming for. So rather than go for a risky buy where they spend everything, they even out their money with Kevlar, helmet, couple nades, right? And they're just going to even their money so that they get max money in the next round.
Oh, wait a minute. Gotta wonder if this is going to be like one of those magic apple title grenades that Guardian loves so much.
Stefan go for
They're
it.
all coming through. That flashbang not going to flash him. He's got the M4, but he doesn't get a single kill. Tabson will take him down, so maybe a bit of a wasted opportunity. Now AC trying to take the fight long range here, and gotta be really careful they don't drop another rifle here. They can definitely retake this bomb site, but they do. Alu comes in with a CSAT 75. Device almost catches him, but this is a really scary situation for Dignitas.
Wow, and he gets right around their corner again. Then Device gets the instant shot onto Legia. Bit of the wall bang there, but that's looking real good. Device working his way back into this site now. All waiting around the corner, gets caught. Man jumping out of the apartments, but that sets it up for Tabson with that M4.
Yeah, but his teammates weren't even trying. Device was actually fighting alone, because already, as he was taking the first couple of fights, they were just waiting here. They've decided to save the AWP and the auto sniper, and that's 2 rounds now that Dignitas have lost to just pistols. 2 out of the 5 that mousesports have are just eco rounds here. That is really, really painful if you're on the Danish side. That's gotta hurt.
Those is exactly losing anti-eco situations. And 3K2 was in a fantastic position as well. He tried to go for the point man though, and that may be just lack of experience perhaps or whatever, but he just tries to turn around and pick off the first guy, and that's instead of going for the guys who are still following up behind that smoke. So 3K2, bit of a missed opportunity there. If he even just gets one guy, make it a 1-for-1, that's all right, but just confirming that the rush is happening and Dignitas are able to rotate in, great, but he really needed to get that like 1 kill there at least. Yeah,
and probably probably AC should have been waiting. Taking the fight initially is all right, but I mean, him dying as well. There's a couple of things that went wrong there, unfortunately, for the Dignitas team. Good for mousesports, because, I mean, they're back on 5 rounds here, and
it's like also good for mousesports just because, they go for that all-out aggression, and it actually pays off really well, because if AC is he was at top of short as well, so he's about as far as he can get away from that, so by the time he comes back around, he's aiming, and they just come leaping out of the apartments, too many targets to shoot at, and
that's it.
He just doesn't get the job done. So Dignitas now, we're looking at 6-5. So Dignitas, they have to buckle down here with 3K2 and actually pick up the remaining rounds in this half. If they walk out of this 9-6, I don't think Dignitas are going to be too happy.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, it's pretty workable with 9-6, but I think at 9-6, it does become a little bit of a requirement to win the follow-up pistol round and get themselves like 12-6 and then hopefully be able to finish out the game. I think 10-5 pistol round is still nice, but they can sort of manage without it. But anything more than that, I mean, the fact is mousesports could still end up at 7 rounds where we're at now, and that's really scary.
If they were to win this next round, that's real danger for Dignitas having to eco.
Yeah.
So that's really possible.
7 rounds is definitely possible. So there's a lot going on here in the first half, and
I want to see mousesports go for a smoke round on A now, basically. Just full
standard
out smoke round, standard smoke round.
Yeah, why not?
Take the A site, and then just go from there, right? If they can actually lock that down and take a round off of that, then Dignitas, because if it is like a standard A site and they manage to get a pick off of that, that may even prompt Dignitas into saving rifles rather than taking fights.
They could try and do something that we've seen Fnatic do a couple of times on this map, which is the play where they smoke off the window and then actually boost the guy into the window and
They have been going for that. Michael, they did do that, but Fetish was waiting for him. So I'm curious if Dignitas are like aware that mousesports like to do that sort of thing. I mean, we only saw it happen once, but Fetish was ready that one time. But it is going to be a full buy round here for Dignitas. No surprise there. They still had money in the bank. Mousesports will have a good buy as well. And let's go ahead and get into the actual match. There we go. So,
yeah, oh, great flashbang through, but Chris was also flashed, so that's a bit of a coin flip, and it lands on the Danish side this time around. So Chris goes down. Now IAC is going to be just running straight into Legia. I'm not exactly sure why, but Legia then runs straight into Device, so a little bit of a, I don't know, careless play on both sides, I would say.
Yeah, and the change of position as well. Device, the one with the AWP, we see them do this from time to time, Dignitas, but a flash into connector, and Tamsin somehow does not get that kill on Stefan. Two huge opportunities for Tamsin so far, and that's actually pretty painful, but then Alu will be able to walk in. He manages to pick up Stefan. There's still Fetish lurking around this corner, though, but Alu reacts in time. And this is excellent now for Mousesports. They bring it back to a 2-on-2.
Oh, but Dupree has a Molotov and a grenade, so if they, this smoke is going to be kind of good, but at the same time, he can probably deny one of these positions just with the Molotov, but he's not even going to try, and he takes down Alu anyway, jumping up, so that's much better play. Follow-up grenade, and then the Molotov. Now, Michael made enough noise that he knows where he is. That's still a great headshot, jumping on the box, and now down into T-spawn, but Device has another grenade, and he's far enough away not to get tagged. Device smokes off here, and it's going to go straight for the... He fakes it once, and yeah, Michael hears that smoke going off, and he instantly bites. And that's going to be Dignitas winning the round anyway. That audio cue is just... It instantly just screams. He's in there diffusing in the smoke, and I'm not going to be able to catch him in time.
Because you actually don't hear that diffuse sound.
Yeah.
If the smoke goes off before, maybe Michael hears it, but he fakes and then throws the smoke. It's like, it could be that left-handed smoke, right? Where, he's getting on it. There's a bunch of different situations there, but really clever that play there by Device to bait Michael out into the open.
So 7-5, and the Dignitas actually would have been ecoing, so it's pretty good for them. Nice grenade gonna land here and actually tag up a bunch of people, but Mousesports do even better. They get Legia on a kill there on 3K2. The manager for Dignitas playing here, and AC is gonna go down as well. Throwing a grenade a little bit too far. Alu gets the drop on Fetish, and now it just looks fantastic for the Terror side.
Yeah, they've got control of the A site now. The remaining two members, Device, Dupree has rotated over to that B site, expecting some pressure perhaps over there. And Device just, holding with the AWP. But now Mousesports, they have that A site for free pretty much. They're just legging the bomb over there now. Or are they? I mean, they're walking their way over there. It seems like they want to try and get out on this map perhaps and see if they can't track one of these guys down, get some info. Yeah, they're looking towards CT still. They aren't really sure where Dignitas are.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, if you really feel confident in your ability to go and hunt people, you could just wait till there's 10 seconds left and then put down the bomb and spend the rest of the time not necessarily fighting them, but just checking the rest of the map until you find them.
Yeah, exactly. Maximize the amount of time that you have to work with to get those kills. Now it's still Device. Bit of an awkward spot. I mean, he's looking towards that murder hole, and he's not going to get the shot. So now at least Mousesports know that he's lurking around here.
They really want to try and see if they can get their way through here, but he's not letting them. The problem is if he stays here, he could get backstabbed as well, because there is someone wrapping around. Dupree in a pretty good spot here, and it's going to pick off Mike Kilele, so no problem there, but Device has still got to be really careful. Yeah, now they're coming in from behind. Oh, and the AWP is gone, so good job from Mousesports.
Yeah, an expensive round there, but Device still has 10k actually, so they're going to get a rifle buy in here, no problem. Stefan will be able to buy, or he should have a rifle drop for him. But that's all of their bank now going into this round here for Dignitas. So this is where it gets really scary for Mousesports. That situation where Dignitas have to eco is still possible. So Mousesports, big opportunity for them here. And there you go. Michael will catch Dupree, nade in hand. And that's going to be the entry frag for Mousesports.
Yeah, he got the close spawn to middle, so that's why they threw him over the AWP. So just using those randomized spawns a little bit and making it work. 3K2, was he scoping just like between his feet then? That's kind of interesting. But the manager is gone. Fetish trying with the pistol to see if he can make it out. Almost got the kill actually while Flash there. And AC's there to follow up and take down Tabson. maybe there's still a chance here. It's a 3-on-4. They're a man down, and the bomb is going to go down any second. And I think all hope just vanished when Alu picked up that kill on AZ.
Yeah, that's it pretty much. Now Dignitas, they're in mid, both of them in mid actually. They're going to manage to get up to top mid, but they're already out hunting for the mousesports. They know exactly what Dignitas have in mind. They know they want to back off and try and hold on to these guns. So mousesports, good play by them. They're actually trying to find their way over here fairly quickly, but Fetish is going to find Legia, and that was in T-spawn. So mousesports, they know where Fetish is lurking. Device lurking at top mid. Does he find Alu? Yes, he does. Insta-kill.
Yeah, so they're kind of covering each other here, Dignitas, making sure that nobody can get easily backstabbed because they're kind of, you know, they got their backs turned to each other. We'll see if Chris can get killed as well. Fetish has the right angle. He misses the shot, though, so Chris is going to survive at 7-7. mousesports really off to a good start here in the first half. Dignitas 8-7 would be good, but then they still need to win the pistol round, and they need to win that follow-up 4th round now, too. There's some distance before the Danish team is back in the driver's seat here.
This should be a 4-rifle situation, though. Stefan doesn't have a rifle.
I don't know. Apparently not. They have the 2 AWPs. They're just thinking, well, we'll get the kills with the AWPs, and then someone can just pick up a rifle. They did get the kill there, but Alu with the good return, and Device will pick up Legia. But now, yeah, he's going to have to smoke to get out of here. And Alu misses the timing a little bit.
And Device isn't actually even interested. Look at this. Is there a gap there in the smoke that he can see through?
I don't... Yeah, there is. Oh, wow. That's so tricky. Really tricky.
Oh, yes, he gets it. That's good patience there from AC, though.
Yeah, and I bet Chris thought he was being so sneaky, right? Just ready and waiting now. Are they going to walk through the smoke? They do, and AC's there to pick up the kill. Spots the second one. That's a very nice triple off the back of a stolen gun. Does give Dignitas the 8th round, which is not quite good enough, but I mean, a bit of a rough first half, I think, for both teams here.
That's so silly. That's so silly. Yeah, that is definitely... This is not what Dignitas were expecting to get done here in this first half. But then again, of course, they were the team, you know, affected by some of the stops that came through. Stefan's still here replacing Sipnix. AC kind of bounced back in. I mean, it seemed like a lot of mixing happening over on the Dignitas side. So, unfortunately for them, this has definitely been a bit of a rough start. Same thing for mousesports, though, on Overpass. So, it's a bit of a bumpy night, but mousesports, Dignitas, right now, things are shaping up pretty nicely here for the second half because now big pressure on the Danes, and we did put them as like the favorite team on this map. So we really need to expect some big plays from them.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I would say Dignitas necessarily against mousesports. I'd say it's pretty close to even, considering mousesports' track record on this map.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in the best of 3 overall, I would say Dignitas definitely favored. So, yeah, I think the 2 maps where mousesports have a good chance of beating Dignitas, not that their favorites are actually Mirage and Dust 2, which are the last 2 maps in the best of 3. Yeah, that's why actually one of the reasons why it's really interesting. I think if either Mirage or Dust 2 would have been Inferno or Nuke or almost any other map, Cash, I would have actually maybe not so much Cash, but yeah, either Inferno or Nuke, I would have said Dignitas just take it in 2-1 or 2-0 depending on the map order.
Sure. But
because it's Mirage and Dust 2, it's kind of... It's a little bit interesting.
Kind of wishy-washy, kind of up in the air.
Well, Dignitas are actually really good at playing Dust 2. It's just that
they are. Yeah, we've seen really strong performances from them. But it's also mousesports. Mousesports. Yeah, I still like. I mean, okay, we'll say it this way. You know, basically, it's like 55-45 Dignitas.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
it's close, but Dignitas definitely favored in any of these situations. But mousesports,
and the fact that now they're playing the manager probably means mousesports have a really good chance of doing it.
Yeah, that's
that definitely changes the outcome a fair bit.
Pretty impressed with Stefan's play so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like the one wraparound he had where he killed Legia, wrapping all the way around the A-bomb site was really good. The one where he caught the bomb, I have to ask him. I'm gonna make a little mark on my hand and just ask him one day, was that intentional? Because that's very cool.
Let's get the needle. You're gonna need it for a while. When's the next time we're gonna see him?
I don't know.
Fragbite Masters LAN, I guess, if they can make it to top 4.
They're the defending champions.
They are the defending champions. Yeah.
So that's worth thinking about. Who did they beat in the finals? Was it Titan last time around? I actually can't remember. I have a feeling it's Titan.
No, I thought it was VP.
Or was it VP or was it Fnatic? I just can't.
When was this? It was back in March.
Yeah, time flies. We've been casting a lot of Counter-Strike since March.
Fly. But I mean, it's VP or Titan, one or the other. And I think, because I remember, I think Titan lost in the third, in like the lower bracket match versus VP because that was when Taz had his big 1v3 moment.
Oh yeah, you
Where
could be right about that.
Peaked every one after
could be
another
right
after
about that.
another, and Taz killed them all, and Titan lost off the back of that. I think it was Dignitas VP in the finals, and Dignitas took it.
Yeah,
Because at that time, that was when Dignitas were really dominant as well, looking really good.
yeah.
And now these days, still a bit shaky. I mean, their G3 performance, and since then it hasn't really been all that. I mean, losing
The really
group stage
crazy
at
thing
Stockholm-
about their G3 performance was that, like, the whole first day, they just wrecked everybody. They just looked so strong. I was like, if someone had asked me at that point, I would have no doubt in my mind that Dignitas were going to win it. They just looked incredibly strong. And the really weird thing is Virtus Pro looked so bad all along. And so did Titan. And then the very end, they ended up facing Dignitas one of them. I can't remember which it was,
really,
but then it turned, like, right then.
It really feels like a Thorin moment, right? Because, you can point back in time and, like, VP, the history there, basically, these teams coming in big on LAN and just coming in big when it mattered. And, VP looking shaky. It's kind of like that NIP story as well, right? NIP at Gamescom, I don't know, a lot of people, us included, basically, not saying that NIP were favorites to take the whole thing and that it was definitely fighting tooth and nail the entire tournament through.
Yeah.
But they win. And that's the crazy part. So Dignitas,
I don't know. There was something. That was a really weird. So like the Affinity tournament was really weird for Dignitas.
yeah,
Very hard to explain exactly
mental
what
block.
happened.
They can't get past the semis.
It is more than
And then
that
they win
time.
Fragbite Masters, but
Really strange. All right. Are we gonna go for a quick break here? I think or are we gonna go back? All right.
apparently we're back.
All
Apparently
right.
we're back in game very soon.
All right.
So perhaps
Excellent.
they're
All right.
shifting things around again.
Yeah. So if you are just joining us, guys, you're in time for the second half of the second map here at the third season of Fragbite Masters, still in Group B to decide if it's going to be Dignitas or mousesports heading out with the first seed into the upper bracket, because that's what's on the line.
And Sipnix is back on the team. So the manager was here for a little bit to help Dignitas out, but now it looks like we have the full roster. And yeah, Legia's on a mission right now. He's got a mate there with him. Tabson and Legia have both pushed up to the top of mid.
They're deep in enemy territory, and if they push quick enough, they're going to catch Dignitas. So we need to cue the Jaws theme here, because time is running out right now for the Danes, and Legia, he can feel it too. He's taking a run. The fact is, they're going to get caught on the other side of the map too. Tabson walking up behind the bomb, so the trap or the fake that Dignitas has set up, it's completely falling apart. They have just been utterly outplayed. That is, I don't think you can get any more wrecked than Dignitas just got in this round. That's ridiculous. Like, not only do they take the one part of the fake that's at the A-bomb site, they then walk up and find the bomb at B2. They split up at the junction. One guy going into apartments, the other guy going into the A ramp. What a round from mousesports.
Like, just total backstabbery. And Dignitas were the ones probably feeling all clever too, like, okay, we're going to fake through, run through, like, connector, do all sorts of crazy stuff, and then all of a sudden it's just like, well, guys, mousesports. Oh, man, that was brutal. And now Dignitas, hard eco from Dignitas, in fact.
Nice shot from Alu, and the follow-up here from us is going to be just great. Actually, what's interesting is that Dignitas only had blocks this round, and they didn't put down the bomb. Makes you wonder if the Danes have something mad planned for us here. Because that was like clean eco.
They will. Yeah. They are going to go for it.
All right, so we actually can't somehow the rifles... Oh, are we paused? No, the rifles just don't update. But yeah, they are going to buy. So actually, there's a couple of people buying, and the rest buying rifles for the people with armor. So they sort of spread it around a little bit here. Fetish leaving himself unarmored and without a gun. But still, yep, they go for it. So nice trick coming out. And Device will pick off Tabson. Next in line, Legia won't fall.
He's going to be able to recover that M4. It's going to be smokes and flashes going out onto the A site, and Dignitas speeding up behind it. Sick nade here incoming, but AC still finds the entry onto this frag, onto this site, that is. And now, all of a sudden, it's Alu waiting around on electric stairs, just trying to see if he can find an angle through. AC is in the smoke, though, hidden.
Still waiting on the other side, and bomb is going to go down. Chris tried to push through, but he got taken down by Fetish, so this early buy is really paying off for Dignitas. A nice decision, and it was a big tell, the fact that they only had Glocks. That's usually a big indication that something tricky is up. Michael Elif goes down, and Alu's going to be left alone here in a 1-on-4. Not really much of a chance, and he's going to be found. AC just wasting no time there. So quite a strong round.
Just comes out of nowhere as well. He's just like, there he is. Yeah, it's like you're looking for your keys or something.
Mouz actually have money. They have 3 members that had over 5,000 at the beginning of this round. So that makes their choice really easy. they just go for it.
Yeah, and they have the AWP for Chris J still as well.
Tabson, gotta be careful running over here. They are actually spotting for him. And stairs are really hard to navigate, apparently. It's a tough obstacle here in the obstacle course. Legia with just Eagle in hand. A lot of grenades raining in here. And actually, mousesports are really quick on the rotation. They're already in a good position, but Legia will still go down. I think there must have been a couple of grenades. One from Dupree, maybe one from Sipnix too. They did kind of share that kill. The bomb goes down again. And Dignitas running the same kind of smoke strat that they did last round because it worked. So they're just going to keep doing it, apparently. Anna will take down AC, and a good angle here from Michaelele. Right at the edge of the smoke, leaves it in a 3-on-3. Bomb still ticking, and it will be Device picking up that first kill. Now Alu with the return, and Device is still hiding in this corner. They're going to have to go and root him out, but that's not so easily done. And Device will end up with a triple, and Dignitas steal the round, and now mousesports got to eco. No choice.
Yeah, that situation there. Device, well, this one was nice. Yeah, that's great and all, but like Dignitas managing to get out there, get control of the site fast enough, and then mousesports running in, but running in, like they sent Michael in alone, basically, so he got trounced. And then it turns into just a series of exchanges, but it seems like a series of 1v1s, right? And Dignitas in that situation actually just come out ahead. It's the awkward situation there for mousesports, really, at the end of the day. I mean, You would think that they would have done a bit of a better job. Like here, just lying in wait, full ninja.
Oh, yeah. Silenced USPS. Nice headshots coming in. So, 11-9. I'm not really that worried for mousesports. I feel like they still have a good lead, even, they're 2 rounds behind. I'm really confused about this, though. So, they don't want to go for a full buy, but the people who have enough money go for armor and UMP. Or at least Chris did.
5-7, I mean...
But this buy prevents him from getting involved next round unless he either has no grenades or he gets a bunch of kills with his UMP. This seems like a bad idea in my opinion. But maybe it isn't.
I mean, maybe he can get in here fast enough. I mean, Sipnix is still waiting around here, though, so... This is still a very difficult situation for Chris J. He's going to peek forward, runs into Sip, spots him at least, drops him down to half. Look at the damage. I mean, look at the damage output right now. He's almost going to take the kill flat out, but Sipnix runs him down, and that's going to be a bit frustrating there for Chris J. He came very close to doing some good damage to Dignitas and making some good money as well. $600 for an SMG kill, apart from the Pro 90, so that's a lot of money in the bank if he did manage to pick one up.
Interesting. Well, I'm really curious about what Chris' economy is going to be like in the upcoming round. I'm not sure this trade was worth it. Tabson waiting down in shadows, and he's going to be taken down. So is Legia. So another really good opening here. Alu going long range with the 5-7, and will pick off Sipnix, so that's a little bit of something going in mousesports' favor. But
no, he still gets one.
Nicely done.
But at the end of the day, it was all a fake as well. Dignitas had 2 guys over there with the bomb on B site, so they managed to pick off the one guy who was holding. Yeah, Chris J, money. I mean, he's still going to go for that M4.
Yeah, and Alu will pick up the AWP, so...
Yeah, 5,000.
I would have rather seen a double up set up on mousesports side, or open auto sniper, or really anything. Fetish is the one back on opening here on the terrace side, though, and it's 12-9. Still... not that big a lead here for Dignitas. mousesports could easily bring this back to a victory. It's going to be hard, I think, for the Danish team to pick up another 4 rounds in this half. But obviously, if they do it right now, it becomes a lot easier because mousesports will have to eco a lot more.
It's going to be hard-pressed indeed. There's no doubt about it. I mean, certainly when it's a 4-on-5 situation as well here as it is for mousesports. But Tabs in with a great opportunity, turns it into a 4-on-4. He will get picked off by AC, however. That's not going to help things.
He had the perfect timing to begin with as well. Oh, and Alu gets the shot on Fetish. I'm pretty sure somebody walked in front of Fetish right then. So he actually couldn't easily take the return shot. Device will take down Chris, though. And we're still back into a 3-on-3. The bomb in the middle. Legia walks almost into a grenade. Oh, the 1D comes out from AZ. And that's got to be a satisfying feeling. Now they're going back to the B bomb site, which they've already secured. And I think we have a guy disconnected in spawns, sadly, for mousesports, because that makes it a 3-on-1 here. So both teams in this map have been plagued by some issues.
Yeah, that's definitely it. I mean, 4v5 at the start of the round, just not really shaping up well at all. And now, well,
finally gonna go down. It takes a long time here. Now they gotta be careful. I mean, they shouldn't be peeking at all, but Device already kind of gave up his life a little bit here. They have the smoke as well on Sipnik, so they could block off one entrance. Alu, reading right at the edge, walking in scope. Is going to take down AC, and oh, if only he had Michael with him. He's going to go straight for it, and is Sipnik's also disconnected? So I'm pretty sure. Wait, what? Michael came back? That has got to be one of the most confusing rounds I've ever seen.
Okay, so Michael comes back, and you're right. Yeah, he was stepping in
Look at this.
there.
Look at this here. Fetish, he sees him, and then who is that? I'm not sure. Is that? It must have been Device, I think. No, yeah, it was Device. So Device says, hey, you know,
What's up, bro?
take a look at me.
So this is why we paused. Mousesports play through the round with 4v5 with Michael waiting in the spawn the entire time. He comes back at the end of the round only to have Sipniks have to take a pause, basically. Or Sipniks get DC'd.
Confusion all around.
This is...
At that point, it's like you can't really tell who got hit worse by that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, right? You know, it's like, okay, they had to play 4v5 at the start, but then at the end of the day, it's your guy on Overwatch watching the bomb. Like, the timing that it works out there for Dignitas is atrocious. It's almost worse than what happened with mousesports, because mousesports was still actually in a pretty decent position there. I mean,
Yeah, they were.
Tabson gets the entry frag. Sure, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but he still manages to get something there. Alu steps in, picks up a frag on Fetish. I mean, there were some good opportunities there for mousesports to just, even playing a man down right from the start, turn it their way. But now Dignitas, I mean, we're probably going to just see Stefan coming back into this. And, I mean, I imagine they'll just bring in their manager, 3K2, and, you know.
I have no idea. Fairly confusing round, no doubt. But, I mean, either way, it works out for the mousesports team. So we'll have to see if that's going to be enough to propel them back in. I think it would have been, what, 13-9? Or would it have been 12-9? I'm not sure.
I didn't know the score either, actually. It's just rounds.
Just rounds.
One round at a time. And actually how things are going to play out there. But it is, regardless, it's still mousesports actually getting back into it. There we go.
Yeah, it would have been 13-9. So
there we have it.
yeah, now instead it's 12-10. And, well, Dignitas have had a lot of success with this standard smoke. Now, the question is, are they going to check for Legia, who's in this corner? Legia isn't going to get flashed in by a teammate, so he's just kind of banking everything on them looking the wrong way. And they will look the wrong way. Great double, and not going to be the triple. He ran out of bullets at the end, but Alu's there to pick up the slack. He's already picked up one person, second guy, headshot through the smoke, and he does miss the next one here, but it doesn't really matter anymore because Tabson is going to show up, and mousesports, that's a very quick round. That's now, you got to wonder why sometimes teams decide not to check that corner.
Yeah, and it's not like it's something, I mean, it's something that it's happened as well. Although that was actually the flip side. That was on mousesports not checking that angle.
Yeah.
But you do have to wonder because, I mean, granted, you are looking towards stairs, towards CPL, right, when you're coming up, but you have to take a look to the right. I mean, it just has to become something that you just do. And, well, Legia tries to get sneaky again this time, and Dupree gets there first. He's like, nah, not this time, man. You know, that's sort of the shenanigans there, they're going to stop. It makes you can't even get into that corner to begin with.
Yeah, no luck at all, right?
But that's a good frag there for Dignitas because now look, mousesports, they're trying to cover back.
I'm pretty sure AC is going to Molotov shadows here, which is a really good idea. We're an easy way of cleaning out if anyone is down by that ladder. A really nice play that works on a multiple levels essentially. Because once you get in, you can just run in. You don't have to worry about anyone down here. Tabson will have to move if he's here, and that means they can just go pretty much anywhere else.
Yeah.
And they're going to go for it again. This time they do have one guy in underpass who can sort of backstab if the initial push works. But the initial push still has to work. Otherwise, that one guy over at underpass won't make any difference at all. Alu misses the shot and actually gets hit in the face right through the box. So he's down to 34. And there's the grenade to follow up on Alu, who takes him down. Fetish gets the kill on Tabson. And the Molotov was used by AZ.
All right, so the bomb is down now. Fresh smoke goes down on CT as well. So Chris J manages to get up onto that box fairly quickly, but he doesn't have anybody to actually shoot at. They're playing this very passively, Dignitas. Good after plant positions there, but Chris missing an opportunity, and he's going to lose his mate as well. Michael Lele gets caught out at mid, and Device, he's already in position to actually cut Chris J off.
Yep, running with his knife out as well. Only just got the rifle out at the very end there, so 13-11. And the economy is now going to be severely handicapped for mousesports. This is definitely a big problem for them.
That's why. Okay, I was wondering, why would Chris J be running to that position with his knife out? So he must not have known where Michael Lele died, you know, for him to be running there like that, because Michael Lele died in window.
Yeah, that's true.
No reason why Chris J would run there if he knew that, okay, that's where you died, so, okay, there's going to be somebody there to cut me off. So it's like doubly unfortunate there for mousesports. They lose a guy because he DCs, and then Chris J, because he doesn't have the info, gets picked off as well, so he loses his AWP.
Yeah, I think that's roughly what happened, sadly.
That's even... Yeah, that's painful. That's just... It's like Dignitas, basically, with Sipnix. Same sort of... same story there. But one round at a time, Anders. One...
Yeah, apparently it's just like a reoccurring issue. Every time we play out a round, there's someone runs into an issue and gets disconnected, and that's it.
Slowly but surely.
Hopefully they'll figure it out, and we won't have to wait too much longer. Of course, we do apologize, guys, but it's a little bit out of our hands.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I mean, this is...
Well, if you are just joining us, don't forget to go to fragbite.sc at the end of the day as well and check out our play of the day. We haven't announced which one we think it might be, but at the end of all this, we will show you, and you guys can get to vote and pick. And thanks to Comhem, the winner at the end of the whole Fragbite tournament here is going to be winning 25,000 SEK. So that's a really good. It's a really good amount of money to win just for doing something really cool. We already had some great candidates today. It's not that easy to pick from, I think.
No, there's all... Yeah. What devices round on? I still think of devices round on.
Yeah, but Michael double USP shot, and actually Tabson started off.
Tabson with his double.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of really, really good shots today that could. I think all should just be added. But I mean, we're just showing you guys one of them. You will probably be able to vote for all of them on the site. So it's not the one we show isn't necessarily the one that you guys have to vote for. That's all up to you.
Yeah, you guys get to follow it, but it's going to get updated at fragbite.sc. So keep tabs there. But now it's going to be the 25th round, and Michael is going to get caught by Fetish.
And there's a triple up setup for mousesports. Michael had 1-2, and he's already gone. And now Alu, if he misses this shot or just legs the player coming around the corner, they're going to lose 2 of the 3 orbs in a matter of just a few seconds here. And there are 2 people in these apartments. I don't think Alu's going to make it out of this one alive, actually. Not if they both peek at the same time.
Does Sipnix flash him in?
Yeah, that's the plan. And here it comes. Alu has a grenade out, and they should be able to run him over. Everyone is flashed. Alu just, oh my god, he almost gets the kill. Legia has his grenade out as well, and well, Tabson's going to pick up 2 kills here. Both headshots, and maybe that just saves the day, but not for long. Tabson's going to go down. What a chaotic and fumbled entrance into the bomb site here.
Especially since Chris J is still alive. Fetish tries to take the shot preemptively, sees the gun barrel, and now, yeah, it's Legia, but look at the Vice exactly on the flank. He's not going to spot the man out in connector, however, unless he makes noise, but he does spot out Chris J. He knows now to tell his teammate, okay, one guy in shadow. They know exactly where he is.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy. They should be able to work together. Chris trying to walk out here, but he's being hunted, and Device really playing that well. Not taking the first shot, not taking the risk. Killing the iron connector and then double teaming on Chris. And now 3 orbs all gone. That really hurts the economy. Dignitas now 2 rounds away from winning, and one of them, well, they're going to buy armor and pistols here. They don't want to give them the match and map point. Dignitas are 1 map, but they already beat them on Overpass.
Exactly.
16-1 on Overpass too.
Yeah, Dignitas just coming into it so huge. Stefan taking point, double entry frag for him.
Oh, the manager's back.
Yeah, exactly, man. And this is just falling apart now. Tabson will get caught as well. Debris up on top of stairs. He's going to find him. Stefan just on the hunt still, relentless. But those are 2 kills coming in from mousesports. And they're still alive here in this situation, but fresh smokes are about to go down, and this is going to make things tricky. Look at this. Chris J creates a wall of smoke to get onto this site. Peekaboo, but Device wins it, and Device with the double kill shuts him down.
Match and map point 15-11. mousesports need to win 4 rounds in a row here. Force the overtime, and the equipment they have to do it with, well, it's actually not that impressive. 2 Deagles, CZ 75, a 5-7 on Legia, and then the Mag 7 on Alu. It could be done. It could definitely be done, but the Danish team, I mean, they're close here. Fetish gonna take down Legia.
These back-to-back force situations. Yeah, Tabson is still going to be Chris J actually managing to find debris somewhere. There it goes. Big apartments, underpass play. Device finds Chris J poking forward again.
Sipnik stuck in a corner and spawn, disconnected. That's happened to about almost everyone in this game, it feels like. So everyone being affected by it. But the bomb down, that really puts mousesports in an almost impossible situation because they don't have a kid picked up.
What? Oh, they know that Alu's coming through there. Alu just went running past Sipnix. Wait.
And, well, he's alone. AWP here. Even if he gets the kill, he's got no time. Fetish going for a full 180. Grenade to follow. And this is going to be GG. As 3K2, the manager of Dignitas, picks up the last kill. That seems fitting. He did some cool stuff while he was here. 16-11 on the second map, 16-1 on the first map, and Dignitas will come out on top here, winning the best of 3 and making it into the upper bracket first seed.
You see, if Fetish had pulled off that 360, you know, it's a shame. He ruined it with the scope at the end, but if he'd have pulled off a 360 no scope, hands down play of the day right there. Fetish to close it last round, 360 no scope.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and take a look at the frags of that map, guys, and how things played out. But that was already a fantastic start for Dignitas, but what happened next was that mousesports won the second round and instantly rocked the Danes back on their heels.
Yeah, there were a lot of back and forth and a lot of weird disconnects that kind of changed the momentum again and again, it seemed like. So I guess Dignitas just kind of came up, you know, on top at the very end out of all of it. Now, mousesports were off to such a good start in the beginning, winning that second round, and then, you know, with just pistol armor, and then just kind of, you know, gathering a bunch of rounds after that.
Getting in, I mean, it came down to a battle at the end, the 15th round. You know, it was Dignitas who barely eked it out at the end there with an 8-7 finish, but this entire Mirage map, it was definitely not the one-sided beating that Team Dignitas delivered, like on Overpass. This was a brawl. This was mousesports waking up, basically, getting up. You know, they spat on the floor, dusted themselves off, and then just took it to Dignitas. But in the end, Dignitas, they still managed to come out ahead and pick up that last round. So this is now going to be Dignitas securing first seed out of Group A, out of Group B, going into the upper bracket. And mousesports are now going to have to go down to battle for that second seed now in the group. They are not out of the tournament still.